Hi, it's Nai, and I am back with another episode of Dance Through the Decades. Alright, so last week we left off with the Harlem Renaissance, transitioning from minstrel shows to the blooming black age of art. But it's important to wind a little bit back so we can talk about how we got there. Around 1910, 6 million black Americans migrated from the South to the urban North and searched for asylum from racial violence, as well as job opportunities and educational advancement. With the advancement and the progression of black Americans and their status within society, one of the things that came to birth around this time is the idea of the new Negro, someone who has a sense of black pride as well as takes charge for their own identity, their own education, and their own job advancement. With this increased sense of pride, we're starting to see more black Americans get into, yes, academia, but also the arts. So we're seeing music genres like jazz, blues, and ragtime, with the emphasis on jazz starting to develop. All eyes are on black people and black culture more than ever before than with the minstrel shows. So we're seeing more black performers and bands come into the scene and taking the world by storm. This includes people like Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington, Sidney Bechet, Ma Rainey, Josephine Baker, Bill Bojangles Robinson, and the list goes on. However, with the rapid progression of the arts, it wasn't the same to say with society. Even though we have black performers in these spaces like the Cotton Club, they weren't able to actually go to enjoy the camaraderie or the events themselves unless they were actually performing. So we're still seeing this exploitation of black creativity in our performers. And you would think that might deter people from wanting to create, right? Wrong. So anyways, we start to see more popular dances hit the scene that are created by black people, especially dances like the Lindy Hop, the Charleston, and the shuffle along started to become a dance craze. Everybody, black, white, Asian, you name it, they're doing it. And one place where you could find people from all walks of life doing these dances is the Savoy Ballroom during this time. It was really revolutionary in the fact that it let anybody be able to come into these spaces to enjoy the festivities, dance, and be a part of the camaraderie. At this point, it's more than entertainment. Black people were using all different facets of media as a way to express their truth, their identity, and advocacy for their rights, which will be very key for next week's topic as we move out of the black blooming age of art to the black power movements, the civil rights movements, and so on and so forth. So don't forget to turn your post notifications on if you haven't already, and I'll see you next week. Bye!